May the Lord give you understanding.
I was about to negotiate the roundabout. My maker came. I heard him like I'm talking now. He said, go back to that place and pick my daughter from the road if you don't want to die. I immediately negotiated the roundabout. I never forget this picture. I never forget the picture. Never. I met my wife standing on the road, tears falling from her eyes. The Bible will say that Jesus, he will be speaking to the multitudes, and then he will withdraw himself to a mountain. And when he's withdrawing himself, dear man of God, and I know you know these scriptures I'm talking about. When he's withdrawing himself, he doesn't tell his disciples, follow me. He will just withdraw himself to a mountain, and then the Bible will say, and his disciples came to him. Meaning that the same way Jesus needed to climb the mountain, those that were desperate enough, when they see that he has changed location, they say, what will they do here? They themselves will now climb to go and meet him. Some people are comfortable with the foot of the mountain. Meanwhile, Jehovah Jireh is at the top. He's waiting for you to climb, waiting for you to find him, waiting for you to come, so that he will take away the limitations of his bedchamber and bring you into an intercourse so deep that even if death comes calling, you are not afraid to die. You are not afraid to die. Some of us, our convictions, man of God, somebody offers a Christian stolen money. You even want to steal money, 200,000. Are you that cheap? So you are willing to sacrifice everything you have with God for 200K that people use to buy Coke. 200K. That is what happened in the heart of Judas Iscariot. When he saw Jesus, he now looked at the money. He said, so you mean I sold an innocent man for just 30 pieces of silver? He could not believe what he had done. And sad as it is, he could not recover from that failing. He ran and he hung himself. He could not believe. So in all the 3 years I worked with this man, of all things, 30 pieces of silver. What a way to go out. What a way to be remembered. 30 pieces of silver. So auntie, of all the things in this world that is available, Satan could get you cheaply with sex. Sex that some people who don't even know God have consecrated themselves. They are in idolatry. They've consecrated themselves that they will not sleep with any man till they die. And they are in idolatry. They don't know God. You now, you can't even survive. You say, he put his hand on my leg, and daddy, I don't know what happened. I just fell. You fell. From where? The top of your bed or from a tree? You fell. You fell. Just hand that he put on his leg, on your leg. I'm telling you a life story. The lady I speak about now lives in the UK with her husband and her children. We were living in a hospital together. She was a nurse. I was staying on the last floor with the doctors in that hospital. And robbers broke into the hospital in the night. And while they were operating, one looked upon her and said, Kai. He said, lie down now. And she lay on the floor. And he said, pull your pants. She said, you want to enter this place? You better kill me. That's armed robber with gun. She said, kill me, oh. But if it's this place, you will not enter. I will rather die. But you are free. There's no chain on your leg. He said, the brother touched this is my weak spot. He just touched here and I fell. No gun was put to your head. It's because you do not know what you speak of. You think Christianity is morality. You think Christianity is acting. How are you doing? I'm blessed. It's not about knowing the lingo. Christianity is intercourse with life. Do you know the one of whom you speak? You say we testify of the things that we have seen. And you see, this thing did not end with Jesus. John the Baptist did it. Jesus did it. The apostles, they watched Jesus and they knew that this is the way to live. So in 1 John chapter 1 and verse 1, it says the things that we have heard, the things that we have seen, the things that we have handled, the things we have looked upon of the word of life. These are the same things we testify unto you. The same things. Bro, what have you seen? What have you heard? What have you experienced in God? It's only those things you can take to the streets. It's those things you can take to the market. It's those things you will take into a marriage. You see a man that has tongues on his lips and is treating his wife badly. He's a bad man. He doesn't know God. What it says that he knows about God is a lie. If he knows God, he won't treat her like that. Because no man has the potential to love another man. Your love for another man must flow out of your love for God. If you don't love God enough, you can't love anybody else. When my daughters come to me that they want to marry, I ask them a simple question: does he love God? I just got married. I think it was the first year of my marriage or the second year. Me and my wife were having a quarrel in the car. Having a quarrel in the car. I was a preacher. And this car was a car I'd always dreamed of buying. It's called a Honda Bullet. And the reason I love the car is that when you step on the accelerator, it's like the chariots that took Elijah to heaven. Right? So the way I drive, once I put in a CD, and it's the songs and the sounds I like to hear, my God, I move. If I tell you I move. And it was so bad that when I'm excited, I drive like that. When I'm angry, I drive like that. Anger rested in my bosom. Even though I claimed to be born again, the trauma that I experienced as a young man had made me very angry. My father was an angry man. I saw him beat my mother black and blue. Black and blue. I saw her wear glasses to family meeting to hide the eye that has been covered by the blows of love. I saw it. I didn't know that that same thing rested within my soul. You know, love is blind, but marriage will open his eyes. So on this particular day, man of God, me and my wife began to argue in the car. I can't even remember what caused the argument. It must have been one stupid thing. Because now that we are 15 years in marriage, stupid things don't make us angry. In fact, when we notice that we're about to quarrel now, one person will just step back. And the thing Satan is planning, it will just die a natural death. Quarrel not day, not day. Not day. So as we began to argue, I began to fly in the car. Boom, pakata, boom, hey. I can't remember exactly what my wife said, but I just know that I stepped on the brakes. Pah! You know what you see in movies? Dust everywhere. People ran from the road. I stretched to the other side, opened the door and said, "Get out!" My wife was shocked. She had never seen me at that height. And she stepped out of the car. I slammed the door. And I took off. That place I did that thing was about 1 minute from a roundabout. As I was about to negotiate the roundabout, my maker came. I heard him like I'm talking now. He said, "Go back to that place and pick my daughter from the road if you don't want to die." I immediately negotiated the roundabout. I never forget this picture. I never forget the picture. Never. I met my wife standing on the road, tears falling from her eyes. She has forgiven me. I can't forget it. Tears falling from her eyes. And she told me later that the pain was not that I was angry. The pain was I dropped down the road like a common prostitute. Her heart broke. But you know the only reason I came back? I love God. I know that God was not bluffing. I know him. Because the same God that is love is the same God that is just. Have you done Bible study? Have you done Bible study? Say you know that in the entire Bible, there is no place where God introduces himself as a God of love. No place. The entire Bible. That God is introducing himself and he says, I'm a God of love. As much as he is love and he gives love, his signature is not love. The Bible says his scepter is a scepter of righteousness. He's a just God. Just God. He's just. When you want to marry a man, look beyond his six-pack. When you want to marry a woman, look beyond her beautiful features. The matter is there something she has seen that she can testify of? Is there something she knows that she can speak of as relates to our King and our Master? Is there something? Otherwise, you will get her into your house, build a relationship with him, and then 10 years later, you are sitting before your spiritual father and saying, I did not know that this man does not know Jesus. I did not know I married a woman that does not know God. 2 of my children were having a little argument in their marriage, and the way me and my wife do it, we invite you to the house. And then as we invited them, we were talking. And then my wife said to the husband, so even if Satan has planned to destroy your home, so you will allow him. That thing reset the man's brain. And they went home, sat down, and they fixed it. You know why? They know something. They've seen something. The reason you will hazard your life for the Lord is because you speak of the things that you know. What do you know? What do you know? What have you seen? Now, the reason we are suffering this lack of knowledge and this lack of sight is because if you are going to shine as light in a crooked and perverse generation, then verse 16 is the anchor point. He says, holding fast to the word of life.
May the Lord give you understanding.
Thank you for watching that video. I know you are blessed. I pray that the Lord will give us understanding. This is a great privilege for us to listen to the voice of God, and I pray the Lord will make us the doer of the word and not hearer only, in the name of Jesus. Please do to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button so you'll be notified whenever we have a video like this. And also drop your comment. I pray that the Lord will help us.
May the Lord give you understanding.